an overgiver who is feeling burnt out? Like, are you just tired of overgiving, but you don't know how to break that cycle of constantly overdoing and overgiving? Because now it's established that that's your role, whether that's your role in your work or your role in your relationship or your role in your home life. And for women, this is, not uncommon to be stuck in this dynamic of overgiving. But what happens over time when you perpetuate this dynamic of overgiving is that everyone begins to expect this of you because you've created this role and you've almost fortified it through repetition and repetition and repetition of constantly overgiving and showing up and taking care of everything and doing that over and over and over again. So you've trained everyone to receive constantly from you. And because that's what you've done, you've trained everyone in your life to receive. And you've also trained yourself that you need to constantly give, 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 give of your time, your resources, the energy of your body, the energy of your mind, the energy of your emotions. But what happens is over time in that overgiving, you're also depleting yourself. You're overriding what it is that you need to feel good and to feel rejuvenated, to feel filled back up. And when you override your own needs, what happens is you begin to resent the people that you are giving to. You begin to resent the people that you're giving to at work. You begin to resent the people that you're giving to in your home life. You can begin to resent, yes, you can even begin to resent your kids. You could begin to resent the people that you love the most. Your parents, your husband, your partner, whoever it is. And what happens is that you need to be aware, number one, that you're in that dynamic. And you just need to, first of all, just have some self-compassion. Like, oh, gosh, I'm overdoing this again. Because there's some part of you that feels, there's a belief system somewhere in there that in the overgiving and the overdoing, that you have to do that. Because that overgiving and that overdoing equates to your self-worth and to your value. And so that there's a fear factor in there. And so it's okay. And you just need to recognize that and hold that part of yourself that is afraid that you're not good enough. And you just recognize her and you hold her and you just give her some love and you give her some compassion. But then you also notice that that pattern needs to be broken. Now, that pattern was created through repetition, so in order to break that pattern, you need to create a new pattern through repetition. And so the repetition that comes in can happen through the power of saying no. Like, okay, I'm not going to do this today. Like, I can start small. I can start so small. Like, no, I'm not going to cook dinner tonight. Or no, I'm not going to drive all the way across town to help you out again with the same thing that I helped you out with the night before or the night before that or the week before that or whatever it is, XYZ. Just insert that. And just start small. The more that, and it's give yourself permission to say no to the over giving and start saying yes to slowing down and giving yourself the time that you need to really start to fill your own cup. Start with yourself first. And it's also in that slowing down, you can start to explore what is the deeper pattern here? Why do I feel like I have to overgive and overdo? Because it's in the slowing down. Because oftentimes that overgiving and overdoing is overshadowing that part of ourselves that we're not comfortable with. And if we don't get to that point where we're like, okay, I got to really look at this part of myself. If you don't do that, it's just going to stay in this spin of repeat. You're just going to stay on that hamster wheel of repeating the same thing over and over again until you are burnt out. And we all get to that point, hopefully, where we have to say, no, this is my point where I really want to transform myself and my life and start to create a new pattern, something that's amazing, that feels good, that feels really nurturing for me, and recognizing that in saying, okay, I'm going to do something that's really nurturing for me. When I do something that's really nurturing for me, then I can show up and give without the resentment, without the resistance, without the anger, without the frustration. Because when your energy is tainted with that, then you're not going to be able to attract what you really want in your life. And so what happens is that is the magic right there. That is how you can actually attract more by doing less. Attract more by doing less. You slow down, you take care of yourself, you say no to the overdoing, you say no to the overgiving. What happens is you feel more full, you feel more restored, you have better clarity, and then all of a sudden your energy has shifted. It's not filled with that tension and that angst, maybe that resentment, that anger, that frustration, that just sense of depletion and being tired. And so instead, your energy is really positive. It's radiating just this positivity, and you're magnetizing those same things in your life. And so it becomes more easeful to bring in what you really want, which is more joy and happiness and fun and incredible experiences with the people that you love. And then it's easy to give to them. It's easy for them to give to you. And then life is much happier. Okay, so I hope you found that super helpful, and feel free to send me some comments, and I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, until next time, my friends, many blessings.